morning, all fellow graduates, parents, faculty, students, and friends, as we welcome you into our homes. I would like to welcome you to the graduating class of 2020's graduation. Though this graduation will be a little bit different, I would still like to thank all of you for joining us this morning, wherever you might be. I don't think any of us in this class could have asked for a better learning experience in these years that we have been at the presentation school. We have been through the good, the bad, the happy, and the confusing, but no matter what, we have been here for each other and we have learned. I cannot stress enough the fact that this class has been through it all. And yes, even the things nobody could have imagined. It may have been hard for this class at first when we started distance learning, but we pushed through it, all 3.5 months of it. And not only did we push through it, but we continued to stay positive throughout this experience. All 25 of us have been resilient, smart, kind, and helpful towards each other, and there are bonds which can never be broken in this group. I want to give thanks to all the parents and faculty taking care of us throughout our time at presentation. I want to say congratulations to all of my fellow classmates graduating today. Now, with that said, welcome to the class of 2020's graduation.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave string us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down and I'll be here.
Don't pay no mind to the demons that fill you with fear. The trouble that might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, you'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble that might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
A poem about graduation. Fellow graduates, no matter which road you choose, no matter how long it may seem, let your heart be your guide along the way if you want to fulfill your dreams. No matter the detours, the roadblocks, or dark nights, continue your heart's desire. Lift up your torch and don't be afraid to set the world on fire. You are the light of a new day. Shine for all to see. Carry your knowledge from this day forward. Blaze a trail for history. No one will ever be quite like you. Remember this important truth. We all have a purpose in this life, and it begins in our youth. Who you are now and who you will become is determined by your soul. And with your dreams in your heart to lead the way, you can conquer any goal. Congratulations.
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roll. And may sunshine and happiness
you were. I just wanted to for a moment, and she feels better than ever, and we're on fire, making our way back from us. 15 days still time for you, time to buy and time to lose. 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you only got 100 years to live. I want to offer my sincere congratulations to the class of 2020 of Presentation School. Graduating in 2020 is remarkable in so many ways, and the fact that we're doing it at our homes is a timestamp. So I want to remind you of all that you've accomplished in just this short amount of time and what you've overcome. On the 16th of March, we met with teachers. By the 18th, you were learning at home. 77 days we've been in isolation from each other. In 77 days, we've been doing everything that we would normally do together apart. I think you'll always remember it. I think that it will make your middle school experience unforgettable, when the middle school experience is often forgettable for many of us. But I want to kind of acknowledge that some of what you've done is what you've given up. You've been away from each other for an entire quarter. Greece was cast. Greece was ready to go in 2 weeks. Greece had to be canceled. The entire 8th grade class almost was a part of that play. So for you especially, that was a really difficult loss. You went to spring break in your parents' house. And then we didn't go to DC. We then didn't get to do a last dance. We didn't get to do a walkout the way that we normally would. And you graduate at home. And I know how disappointing and difficult and strange this is. And I'm so sorry that this has happened. But I'm also really proud. Although you've lost out, and there's no two ways about it, you've earned a celebration. We know you have. You've done so much. You've grown so much at Presentation. And there's so much that you should be proud of. You've acted in all of the plays. You've been a part of every contest. You have been wonderful with the 8th grade, with your kindergarten 8th grade buddy. You've just done a lot, and it's difficult to do it in this way. But I want you to be proud as well. My memory of your class is one that just continues to grow and get better because of it. When we came 7 years ago and Roland Parker entered the 2nd grade, he was with 11 kids. And small classes are wonderful, but I was a little worried. I didn't know how long that was going to work. But increasingly, and over the years, your class is now 25 students, and you're almost equally split between Napa families and Sonoma families. That's a first. One of the things that keeps making your class better, though, is the fact that you've done so much in this time. Social distancing has been hard for us, and graduating like this is hard too. And we started with this motto of we're all in this together, and I still believe that what has made this manageable is that we have been in this together, but I also have come to think of it in terms of we are all in it together, we've been in it together, but we're not in the same boat. It's the same storm. And so this is different for all of us, but what we should be at this point is grateful. We're grateful, and today is a celebration of being grateful for the class of 2020. And here's what we know. We have good health. Our kids are safe. You have loving families. You have good homes. And you've continued to do everything that you need to do under new circumstances, difficult circumstances. So 8th graders, don't miss the chance to say thank you to your parents who have also shepherded you through this experience. And as hard as it is to be a kid and an adolescent especially, It's harder to be a parent, and I believe that now more than ever. But speaking of grateful, I want to end by saying that I always try to ask the kindergarten for their perspective on the 8th grade class and what they hope for you. So each year I get a chance to sit down with kindergartners and ask them what they hope for you, what they've loved about you, what they miss about you. And I did it again this time, which was a totally wonderful experience, getting to do all of this with 20 kids eating breakfast. But they had a lot that they wanted to share. First, Nico York thinks that it's important for you to know that he's almost fully accomplished all of his Lego tasks that were stacking up on him. That's something that has come through in this time away. So he wants you to know that he's really got a hold on his Legos at this point, and he's welcome to more. Isabella wanted you to have a muffin, a homemade muffin, and that if she could, she would be giving you one. And Amelia said it twice, 2 or 3 times. She simply needed to hug Cabby, and that was her primary interest, was saying that she misses hugging Cabby and she can't wait to hug Cabby again. All of them said that they missed lunch, and I wanted to point out that I remember that lunch was a time when a lot of our 8th grade kids would come and sit with the kindergartners, and the kindergartners completely idolized you. And I think that was a special thing that maybe goes unsaid about your class sometimes, is that they're very gentle with kids, and you've been great buddies to the kinders. So although each of these kids say something every year just a little bit different, it's amazing that they still always, every year, say the exact same thing in terms of the question that I ask them, same every year. When our kids are in high school, when the 8th grade graduates and they move on to high school next year, and they're scared, or they're lonely, or something is going wrong, what would you tell them? And always kindergartners say to think of us. And I think that's interesting, that they know if you simply are having a hard time, but you think of them, you'll remember that they are thinking of you. It's really wise. It points out that thinking of others is the thing that actually supports us best. And you've been wonderful in that way. Congratulations, class of 2020. I can't wait to see you on the other side sometime, and we're deeply proud of you. I do have to say, I want to share a special thanks to all of the teachers who are a part of this and have been an essential part of your education all along. So great thank you to all of the teachers. Our graduation is a celebration of teachers as well, and I know that they are wishing you the very best, but we're so grateful for them. A special thanks to Natalie Rentz for what she has done in this quarter, in being strong, consistent, and just a deeply caring person. You couldn't have been in better hands, and I'm so grateful. So thank you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Quinn Eady, and I'm one of this year's 8th grade co-class presidents. I came to the presentation school in 5th grade, and ever since it has been an amazing journey. Getting to know my classmates has been the best experience of my life, and I'm lucky enough to call you guys my friends. I've had so many fun times with you all, and I miss you all more than you can imagine. I'm losing my mind in quarantine, as I'm sure everyone else is, and I want nothing more than to go back to school and see you all again. Thinking of life before the pandemic, I'm realizing how lucky we were to have such a close class. From the play to the Washington, D.C. trip to graduation, our class did miss out on a lot. However, looking back on memories like going to Westminster and making our own colonies in 5th grade, making maps of Egypt in 6th, and going to Ashland, Oregon in 7th, makes me so grateful for the adventures we did get to experience together. These are some of the experiences that gave our class such a special bond, a bond that I will always cherish. One of the things that makes presentation so great is its amazing faculty. All teachers are great, I'm sure, but there are only some of us that get the privilege of being taught by presentation teachers. They somehow manage to make learning fun, and they continually support us, even when our class isn't the easiest to be around. The presentation staff is just incredible, working around the clock to make sure us students have the best experience possible. I just hope every presentation student realizes just how lucky they are to have such a dedicated and talented faculty. Earlier, I said that I was lucky to have my classmates as friends. I take that back. I'm not just lucky to have them as friends. I'm lucky to have them as family. Not only have I had an amazing 4 years with you all, but I also got the privilege to meet some truly amazing people, many of whom have become some of my closest friends. Coming to this school has proved, time and time again, to be the best decision that I have ever made. If I could give one piece of advice to the incoming 8th graders, and really any presentation student, enjoy your time at presentation. Enjoy laughing with your class, take advantage of opportunities you are given, and make the most of your time here. It'll be over way sooner than you realize. Lastly, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the staff who work so hard to make presentation such an incredible place. Thank you to the teachers who do everything in their power to make sure school is as fun and meaningful as possible. And finally, thank you to my class who has made these past 4 years the best of my life. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, we will always remember the presentation core values: love, learn, and lead, and we will carry them with us wherever we go. Congratulations to the class of 2020. We did it.
It's strange to give a graduation speech while each of us are at home. Maybe you're watching this alone in your bed or in the living room with your families. And as weird as this is, it's helpful to remember how we all joined the school at different times under different circumstances. I remember coming to a presentation in 2nd grade and being scared about starting over. I was coming from a big public school, so to start over at a private school scared me very much. I knew almost no one and was still very new to the town. At first, what I thought was a small place where I wouldn't fit in would over time turn into something that I can't imagine not knowing. Sometimes small places have the biggest impacts. Writing this speech, it is very interesting to see where my mindset was when I started this school and now how confident I've become. A part of the reason the presentation school is such a comfortable place is because we all know the teachers very well, and we know that they love us very much. I don't have time to thank every teacher individually, but I do have to give a special thanks to Miss Frentz and everything she's done for us during this scary time. I just want you to remember, what you've done for us will not be forgotten. Teachers allow us to be who we are, and this makes us comfortable to be who we want to be. Look at every single kid in the 8th grade class and you'll see someone who is different from the rest. And I think that's what makes our class so unique. It's not how many championships have been won or plays that have been staged. It's not who's the best singer or the best on math. It's about every individual bringing something unique to the table. I think if we stay true to who we are and what is unique about each of us, we will be even more successful in high school. Whether you're going alone to high school, whether you're moving across the country, or going to high school with all of your friends, I hope we remember what made presentation so special, the people. And as we all start this new chapter in our life, I know the memories our class made at presentation will always be there. To my friends, and you know who you are, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll never forget about you and what you did for me. Unfortunately, I won't see many of my classmates again, but friendship isn't about being inseparable. It is about being separated and knowing nothing will change. We could spend a lot of our time feeling sorry for ourselves. After all, we didn't get to go to DC. The play was canceled just before the show. We didn't have our last dance, and we had to graduate from home. But it's not what we weren't able to do, it's what we were able to do together. Thank you, class of 2020, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best and good luck in the future.
Good morning. For those of you joining that may not know me, my name is Natalie Rentz, and I have had the privilege of being the 8th grade teacher to this wonderful group of students that we are celebrating today. I know that this isn't the graduation ceremony that we wished for or that we were looking forward to, but thank you for virtually joining us today to acknowledge and celebrate this great group of graduates. I do have some reflections that I would like to share with you today. There's a saying that hindsight is 20/20, and this is a maxim which means it's easy to have a clear view of something after it has already happened and in the past. And since this is the class of 2020, this adage would come to my mind throughout this school year. Hindsight is 2020, so I wondered what it would look like if we could place ourselves in the future and give ourselves all the benefits of hindsight right now to look back at this year with a clear vision. What would we see? What would we learn? What would our understanding of this tumultuous time be? I envisioned myself in the future and wondered what I would see when I looked back at this time with this class. And I'd like to share with you what I think I will see regarding this class through this year and specifically through this time. First, I saw this class from day one of this virtual distance learning, this class appearing on my Zoom ready to take on the challenge. There was very little time to be introduced to the new platforms and schedule and style of working. Everything had changed, and yet this class took it in stride. I saw that day in and day out, the students logged on and showed up with resilience and grit and positivity to get things done. I saw that this class missed being at school and the teachers, and most of all, each other. I saw them realize how much they truly meant to one another. And I saw their love for one another grow as they learned new ways to stay connected and to keep their friendships strong. But I also saw these kids struggle. That's not always a bad thing. Uncertain times are challenging for all of us, especially now. But through the struggles, I saw smiles and strength and perseverance. And I saw, most of all, that nothing can keep these kids down for long. I know that I've learned some powerful lessons during our brave new world of virtual learning too. I've learned that the mute all feature is amazing. And I learned that I really needed these kids in this class during these times. I looked forward to zooming in to see my students mostly tired but still smiling faces each morning. I've learned not to take the dynamic nature of this class for granted and how the fragility of our surroundings never stopped the beautiful spirit inside the soul of this class. I miss you guys. I miss your feistiness and your kindness. I'd like to think that these last few months have given these students wisdom and years of extra experience about life and confidence, knowing that they're strong enough to make it through life's most difficult challenges. And I've been so proud of how they've handled each hurdle that's been placed in front of them. It's not the end of the year that you wanted. I'm not gonna pretend that it is. But I need you to know how proud I am of you, how impressed I am of all of you, and how convinced I am that you all will come out of this stronger than before. I really wish I could give you all a hug, but know that I'll see you again sometime soon to give you a proper goodbye and to celebrate. Until then, I wish you the biggest congratulations. You deserve it. You did it. And cheers to the class of 2020.
Here, the school recognizes those students who have attended presentation from the kindergarten through 8th grade. In the class of 2020, 6 students are being recognized with the Legacy Award. Annabella Corrado, Gabriella Granco, Amelia Riley, Nicholas Scavola, Ben Sebastiani, and Kavanaugh Zopp Henderson. Congratulations to the recipients, as well as a grateful acknowledgement to their parents and families. Leadership Award has been established to recognize a graduate who embodies the school's mission to love, learn, and lead in a world in need of our young people's gifts and talents. She is that presentation kid who embodies the values of love, gratitude, respect, service, and integrity. She is that rare kid whom everyone counts as a friend because she carries herself with grace, kindness, and a determination to be herself while excelling in sports and school. the 2020 Servant Leader Award is presented to Quinn Eady. Congratulations, Quinn. Yearly, the school recognizes graduates with the Presidential Awards for Academic Excellence and Achievement. Founded in 1983, the President's Education Awards program honors graduating elementary, middle, and high school students for their achievement and hard work. The program has provided individual recognition from the President and the U.S. Secretary of Education to those students whose outstanding efforts have enabled them to meet the challenging standards of excellence. The President's Award for Educational Excellence recognizes academic success, and at our school is given to those students who have earned high honors or above in at least 3 grading periods during 7th and 8th grade. The following students are honored this morning with the President's Award for Educational Excellence: Beata Blood, Thomas Collins, Annabella Corrado, Quinn Eady, Lily Kerr, and Cooper Stephenson. Congratulations to each of you. The President's Award for Educational Achievement recognizes students that show outstanding educational growth, tenacity in overcoming obstacles, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in their academic interests. The following students are honored with the President's Award for Educational Achievement: Danny Mondragon, Alana Garza, and Kate Miller. Congratulations.
Presentation School, thank you very much for allowing me the honor to confer several awards to your graduating classmates. I'm David Holquin, president of Justin Siena High School, and it is indeed a delight to be with you virtually to award 3 scholarships to graduating 8th grade students. Before I do that, though, allow me to extend my personal appreciation and best wishes to Mr. Scott Parker for his years of service to presentation. We all wish you well on the next leg of your journey, Scott. Congratulations to you. The first award I'll confer today is the Justin Siena Scholar Award. The award is given to students who have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to their studies. This year's recipient is Quinn Eady. Congratulations, Quinn. The second award is the Justin Siena Arts Award. This award is given to students who have a demonstrated commitment to the arts through dance, music, theater, and visual arts, and wish to continue that passion at Justin Siena. This year's awardee is Kavanaugh Zopp Henderson. Congratulations, Kavanaugh. Our final award is the LaSallian Student Award. This award is given to a student who demonstrates strength of character and commitment to service and leadership, and a passion for academics. I'm pleased to announce the recipient of the LaSallian Student Award is Thomas Collins. Congratulations, Thomas. Finally, a word of appreciation and congratulations to you, graduating class of 2020. I know this is not the 8th grade year that you had envisioned. It's not the year that any of us had envisioned. And yet we know struggle brings strength. You, dear class, are certainly stronger and better because you've overcome. And I wish you, on behalf of Justin Siena High School, whatever school you're going to, my very best wishes and congratulations. Please take care, God bless, and in our case, go Braves.
The Nancy Sebastiani Leadership Award is given in honor of Mrs. Sebastiani, a local visionary and early and consistent supporter of the students of the Presentation School. The award was established to recognize a young woman with outstanding leadership qualities. This year's recipient is Annabella Corrado. Congratulations, Bella!
And now, students, the time has finally arrived. It is time to be recognized as graduates of the Presentation School, the class of 2020.
Beata Blood, Hannah Taylor Bovitz, Matthew Chamal, Thomas Collins III, Annabella Bree Corrado, Lila Adeline Dillon, McKenna Dobson, Quinn Eady, Antonio Nino Fredrickson, Alana Garza, Gabriella Grace Granco, Lillian Grace Kerr, Alec Weston John Creer, Alexandra Lucas Lopez, Catherine Ellen Miller, Daniel Mondragon Soto, Ella Grace Palter, Rowan Keefe Parker, Amelia Riley, Nicholas Scavola, Ben Sebastiani, Cooper D. Stephenson, Lucas Ibahaish Updegraff, Kane Thomas Williams, Kavanaugh Wynne Zop Henderson.